Everything started from somewhere. But only one supreme being knows the end, because he was there. In the beginning, God.
The demon asked them, "But who are you?" Then the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them, overpowered them. So the evil spirit first asked.
Mhm.
Then it empowered the man.
Yes.
Chapa hawa
Hebu
tu.
nyorosha hawa.
Nyorosha hawa tu. Let them meet the rod. And overpowered them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded. Wameenda na nguo. They went all clothed, putting on maybe regalia, looking holy.
Ndio hivyo sasa. Inaitwa putting on their game face. Their full armor.
And then the time they went there, the evil spirit decided, "You will not live with any cloth," and left them empty. Literally beat them to the point that they left naked.
Ndio hivyo.
Yet they went with biblos.
Hiyo yao haikuwa biblos. Hiyo ilikuwa memory induced version. Hiyo ya kutoa kwa akili. Ati yule God Paul alipreach last year. Yule Mungu God Paul alipreach last year. Tumeona Paul akipreach, lay hands and demons flee.
Yes.
Kitu tunaweza copy paste. We can make our own version of this.
Let's
God.
do this.
This God tunaweza make version yetu. Sisi
We can
wenyewe
make our version of God.
They were returned back to the Garden of Eden where man was naked. Walipewa Garden of Eden experience.
Jesus. You see that is what happens to most of us. We try to make God suit our own wishes. Our own version of God.
Yes.
That's why, we don't want a relationship with him. We run to the man of God. We depend on men of God. Man of God, pray. Man of God, my husband.
We've turned God into a genie. We just rub the pot.
Yes.
Na
Just
God
go there, drop money.
What do you wish?
Man of God, I was cooking my tea and then the milk spilled over. Pray for me. Man of God, I was walking and then I stumbled. My friend, everybody stumbles. Please, everybody just knocks of themselves. It's not, so please, don't be like the son of, but someone else who also left naked. People live naked, my friend. Be very careful. Be very careful which naked. Now, in the same biblos. I love this thing. Wow. But then this thing is so amazing. This Bible is really, really amazing. But yeah, in the book of Mark chapter 14 verse 51, this happened. Let me actually read from verse 48. Then Jesus answered and said to them, "Have you come out as against a robber with swords and clubs to take me? I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you did not seize me. But the scriptures must be fulfilled." Then they all forsook him and fled. First, his disciples forsook him. Everybody left. Hi. This is Jesus.
It reminds me of that story where a gang had taken over a church.
Tell us.
Then they asked the congregants, if you know you are not born again, get out. But if you are saved, remain, we will shoot.
So whoever is saved, we shoot.
Hata kama wewe utabaki. Ubakie nani? You get? It's the same experience.
Yes.
The same experience you get Gethsemane. Walisema tu, they didn't even need to speak.
If Jesus can be arrested.
If Jesus ashakuwa arrested.
Who are we?
We imagine kwa movie Otero ashashikwa.
Mimi ni nani?
Mimi extra tu kwa hii movie.
That is when false humility walks in. If Jesus was arrested, who a man, son of man, that I should stay. So they disappeared, all of them forsook him. Those are very interesting piece I read in the book of Mark. When Jesus told them that you will betray me, one of you will betray me. And all of them were silent. But Peter came and said, Jesus, not me. I cannot betray you. So everyone else jumped in.
Yeah,
Hey, not me.
Yeah.
Hi, not me.
Inaitwa mob psychology.
Yes, not me. It's like everybody was waiting
tuko
for Peter.
safe sasa. Nani asha Christ akirebuke mtu atarebuke Peter. Sio sisi.
Because if the rebuke comes as you're saying, we'll start with Peter.
Naanza na Peter.
So before we are rebuked, so they jumped in on Peter's line. Like, Peter, you know you're the one who is, I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking, I'm not sure, I'm thinking. Maybe they even told Peter, you know you're the rock. You're the one who Christ said he'll build the church. My friend, so we are behind you.
We are being built on you.
We are built. We are being built on you. Whatever you say, we say. So when Peter said, I will not betray you, Jesus. They're like, even us. No, not me. Is it you, Judas? No. Even Judas said no. Everyone was like, no.
Jesus alisema no.
No, we won't betray you. But anyway, let's continue this story. I was reading verse 48, yes. I was daily with you. Verse 50, then they all forsook him and fled. Verse 51, now a certain young man, no name, a certain young man followed him, having a linen cloth thrown around his naked body. And the young man laid hold of him. The young men laid hold of him. It's like when they were walking, they realized, Jesus cannot be carrying this cross alone. And you're here.
Yeah.
So they laid hold.
Before that, those people knew. That's a young man. Let's send some young men. The Bible says, I speak to you young men because you are strong. When aliona tu strong men wanakuja.
So they didn't just send anyone.
No, hawakutuma wazee wenye wanatembea wakitetemeka. They sent serious strong men, strong young men.
People who've eaten, people who probably that morning had left from. You say that they didn't just send.
They didn't just send mere men.
They sent some young men.
Watu wamekula gym vizuri. Young, serious, strong men ni walitumwa. Hata kama ni wewe.
Because and the young men laid hold of him. The young men laid hold. You don't know if there were 3 men or 10, but there were men. And in those days, men were known to be used to hard labor. So, of course, these are... And I wish I had Arafat here.
These were military men.
Young men. Arafat. Arafat. I would have called a young man to show you what the young men looked like. Just to show you some muscle. But yes, just come. He's here. Come. We want to show something to our viewers from the scriptures. When we say young men, it's not me. It's not me. Please move close. You see, young men. These are the men who were sent. Young men to lay hold on him.
Watu wana miraba minne.
Not Mahare. And this is a young man. According to the Bible, this is a young man. I am not a young man. I'm very old. But these are the men who are sent. For example, 10 of them sent to lay hold on you. 10. Thank you.
Tangama ni wewe si utafli.
But yes, and the young men laid hold of him, and he left the linen cloth and fled from them naked.
Now, let's understand one thing. Linen is not a cheap cloth.
It's not a cheap cloth.
Ujipate kwa situation unawacha linen cloth. Linen sio easy vitambara.
It's the most expensive actually.
Yes.
Most expensive.
In those days, linen na silk that was the most expensive.
Exactly. It reminds me, there was a time I think in Mombasa I attempted to buy. I owned I think 1 or 2 linen clothes. And they were the most expensive in my collection. Even today. They're the most expensive. Even maintaining linen.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. So this man, having maintained his clothing, having, spent his fortune, then just decides to leave it.
No. It's not every day that you find a man leaving his linen clothes. How many times do you see linen clothes hanged on the line? Tuanzie tu hapo. Kwa line ya kawaida. Hizo upelekwa laundry.
Exactly.
They are not for mere men.
For mere men to wash.
To wash.
It's for the machine, for the people who are equipped.
So niambie a situation where someone is willing to leave his linen cloth behind.
How tough was the situation? But you see now, this is what also makes it interesting. It says, and the young men laid hold of him.
Yes.
So how did he get out of the hold?
Aliwadanganya na linen cloth.
And I'm sure it was a strong hold,
Eh?
which some of us are saying, I have a strong hold. So that strong hold, how did he get out of the strong hold?
Linen cloth. Alipea masoja linen cloth. By the history tunaweza maliza hivi. Wacha niwaachie hii linen cloth. Mimi nie? Hata kama ni utadu nini. Wewe imagine magondi wamekushika, wezi wamekushika. Utawaachia nini? See, the most expensive thing you have ni unawaachia.
Yes, take and go. You see, it's the same thing that happened to Joseph. When Joseph, not the same thing, but when Joseph, when Potiphar's wife wanted to lay hold, lay hold on Joseph. Joseph decided, this court, you want to court me? Let me leave you the court. So he decided to leave the court.
Joseph alikuwa mjanja. Yeye aliona tu kabla ashikwe, apelekwe kotini. Itakuwa story noma. Wachana na koti ibaki.
So he left the court of Pharaoh with the court, with his own court. He decided, if the court will make me sin, you take it.
Ni koti unataka?
Chukua. You've been courting me. Take the court.
Ukishikwa. Ukishikwa. Look for the most expensive thing.
Give.
Wachana nayo.
And disappear. Just run. You see this man? And he left. He left the linen cloth and fled from them naked. Jesus. This man, they laid hold of him. They wanted him to carry the cross, to walk with Christ, right?
No, this was in the garden.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it was in the garden. My friend, when you see people disappearing, disappear. Because the disciples were walking with Jesus.
Wenzake wali disappear.
Jesus, the disciples disappeared. Those who were strong men, the close men of Christ, disappeared. He continued to follow him. He didn't even ask himself, why did those men disappear? I've been seeing them with Jesus all this time. Why did they disappear? He didn't disappear. So he kept on following him. And they laid hold of him. Decided, a
stronghold.
Stronghold. It was a stronghold. It wasn't you saw the man who showed you right here. If that man holds you, if I hold you, you can escape from it. But if that man holds you, that's a stronghold. For you to break from that stronghold, my friend,
you need a linen cloth.
You need. But you see, I know some of you have had stronghold and you're wondering, how will I break it? Only Christ can help you out of it. Only on a serious note now.
Yeah.
Only Christ.
But eventually, in the end, all the disciples except Judas were restored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All of them were restored back.
Despite
and in fact, they
fleeing
became
from Christ.
very terrific.
Yes.
You see, that is the mercy of God.
Even the young man who fled.
Yes.
Yeah, most writers believe it was Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he became a very serious writer. He even
Yes.
wrote the Gospel of Mark.
Yes. So, Jesus Christ in his mercies understood the flesh was weak and the spirit was willing,
Yes.
but the flesh was weaker. The flesh was weaker than the spirit. That is why they could react that way. So Jesus understood, and in his mercies, he restored them. There are some things when we face. Sometimes we may look at Peter and say, Peter was so weak in faith. Oh, Peter. Oh, Judas. Yet, we ourselves today, we are covered with the love of money. The God of gold is within us.
Yes.
Yet we say, Judas. We ourselves today.
Kajua tu kakiwa kwa mfuko kidogo,
Ehe.
umesahau God.
We're like, God, I've been serving you for 3 weeks. I've been giving my offering, my tithe, and I'm not being blessed. I am dry, I am broke. We start complaining. Yet we say, Judas. Well, the same people who say, Peter, how could you deny? How could you be with Jesus?
3 years.
3
Walking
years.
with a man.
Walking with him. And then you come and fail him on the hour of need.
At the 11th hour unamwacha.
Jesus, You've been with him for 10 hours. The 11th hour, you leave him. You leave him. No. But we are the same people. When a problem just sneaks in, the landlord is knocking and saying, I will shut the door if you don't give me my money by tomorrow morning. Hi. Jesus. No. God has told you, wait. No. That is now the time you remember there was a guy, he was flirting with you. And you reach out. Could you help me? And because if he helps you, you will live there naked.
Yeah. Your linen cloth will go.
Your linen clothing will go. You will live there naked. Because that man will not give you free of charge. He will lay hold on you. And for you to break out of that hold, you have to leave your linen I have to look for linen clothing just to preserve it.
Yeah.
Just to keep. But yes, we thought of sharing those interesting facts. The segment is called God's Sense of Humor. Looking at the Bible, imagining the things, Sometimes we just read. Then some rose up and bore false witness against him, saying, blah, blah, blah. But it's good to imagine how exactly did they bear false witness? How exactly did it happen? This man was held. How exactly did he break out of it? And maybe if God wills it, we'll be sharing these stories as time goes by. As we find any, we will be sharing them with you.